Hey y'all, back again for another workout. Actually, just got through running on the track. Um, Been wanting to run on the track for a little while now. Finally had a day kind of warm enough to get out there and do it. So took it easy. Did just a few kind of easy 10-meter starts, and then very submax 200-meter. Just trying to work on kind of accelerating a little bit, keeping form throughout. Not trying to run as fast as I can, but just trying to not push out the back too much. A lot of times I'll extend that back leg too far. And then really part of this is just trying to kind of get back in shape and get some of that coordination for sprinting since it's been so long since I've done it. So I would say today on the track was a good workout from that standpoint. Definitely was not a very fast workout or nothing close to PRs or anything like that. But for the first session back, felt good. I felt fairly coordinated with it, which is good. Even moving at a much faster speed than what I've done for a long time now, and also no injury, so I will take it. But now I'm gonna do kind of a whole body workout, at least for the muscles I'm more concerned about. So I'll kind of get back, maybe just a little bit of shoulders, and then do some lower body as well. And so I'm kind of moving into a different block, and we'll start training rather than just lifting weights. This block is going to primarily focus on getting back in shape, because I noticed too my resting heart rate's gone up. It's in the 60s where it was in the 50s, and so I want to get that back down in the 50s, maybe even 40s. So I'm going to do kind of focus on that for a few weeks, and then I'll move into a phase to really kind of build some things up. But let me go ahead and do my pull downs. So for this, for this block, the way I'll kind of look at things, there's three kind of different sessions. There's a developmental session where I'm really trying to build things up, and so that'll kind of be some of the hardest workouts. Well, that will be the hardest workouts. Then a more stimulative, so a stimulative session will be easier than that. Might be even the same workout, but just less of it. And then there's a recovery workout. So that developmental session should really kind of build things up, get a maximum release of hormones, different things like that. The stimulatory session or stimulative, kind of a tongue twister, stimulative session, those hormones will start to come down. Try to time that to kind of get them back up again and keep them there. That way it will lead hopefully to that adaptations that I'm looking for. I've done this in the past and it worked pretty well, so I think it'll work well this time too. So for this workout in the weight room and on the track is just a stimulative workout. So just one set of everything will be fine, but I am going to failure. That way there should be some hormonal release and different things along those lines. So let me rest. I'll do the shoulders, side raise, and Yates rows, and then the single leg belt squat. Okay, let's do the side raises next. Going heavier with the weight, so it should be lower reps. All right, moving right along. So now we'll move on to the Yates rows. I've got 270 on there today. I'm hoping to hit somewhere between 4 and 8 reps. I won't hit the 8, but maybe 4 to 6. Almost 6, 5.5 or so. All right, guys, so it's going to be a single leg belt squat next. It's not truly single leg, going to be more of a staggered stance. Trying to keep the weight kind of shifted forward onto the front of my foot, so over the big toe, on the forefoot, however you want to look at it. It's going to be more of a quarter squat, not a full squat. Don't need to do a full squat to sprint. And trying to kind of keep shin and spine in kind of the same angle. That way it tends to work more with those muscles I need for sprinting. All right, that's it for today. So the goal today was just to get on the track a little bit, try to get that movement in without getting hurt. So goal accomplished there. Trying to get a little bit more in shape too by doing that longer distance. I don't like running 200 meters, which is half a lap, so it's not that far. But I really like short, quick, fast stuff. So that kind of leads me to part of what I'm doing with the weights. Trying to like right now, do the low rep number because then I know I'm hitting the fast twitch fibers. Because basically when the weight's that heavy, you're having to call in just about all the muscle fibers anyway. So I know I'm working them. And then the next block I'll do will be focused on fast twitch fibers, kind of either trying to create more hyperplasia or get them bigger, hypertrophy. There's some debate over whether hyperplasia occurs in humans or not, but there is some research to support it. But again, if I can make the muscles bigger, that could help out with things later on. Because we're not talking about making them bigger and gaining like 20, 30 pounds. It'll be a very small amount, but if it helps the muscles to fire better, then that could help out with sprinting. And even the climbing that I do is shorter in nature and probably more fast twitch dominant versus slow twitch dominant. So it can help out there too. So everything's kind of building that way. Well, tomorrow for me, I will do the more aerobic side and talk about things then. I don't know when that video will come out. It should just be a few days after this one comes out. But we'll kind of talk about some of the reason for doing things there. So that way it helps out on the heart side, mitochondrial side, different things like that. But, this is a quick workout in the weight room, just 4 exercises, just 4 sets. Each one was taken pretty far, so to failure, I couldn't do any more. Maybe a little bit on the legs, 1 rep more, but, enough to get, the goal to stimulate some adaptation, but not such a heavy workload. It's going to be really hard to recover from. The next block, there will be some developmental days that will be, longer workouts, harder workouts, and it'll take a while to recover from them. But if it goes like it did before, it will work really well for me. So I'm kind of hoping I get those same types of results this time. But I appreciate you guys watching. Please like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I will see you next time. Bye.